Hello, I'm Nate, and this is the Quest for Details, in case you haven't been here before. And this is a fun little video that we're going to do. It's all going to be a rock cutting video. And the rocks that we're going to cut are inside of this box. And this box was just sent to me from Germany. A channel that I watch, I'm going to put the link for it down below and here on the screen and throughout the video, is Agate Bay. And it's also a company, and it's run by a person named Josh, and he put out a video a little while back and invited creators to join onto a program where we can be sent different agates from around the world by him and cut them open and show them to you, our audiences, and we can let all of you know about his company and what he does and his channel. And he works, like I said, this was sent to me from Germany, but he works all over the world. He's been to the United States a bunch, and I believe he's worked the Tucson Gem Shows and has representatives there when he's not there in person himself, so there's chances to meet him here in the mainland if you're here in the US. Does really informative videos, works with all kinds of other companies and stuff, and some of the videos you'll watch on his channel, he's going to the actual source locations, like where these come from. These are Malawi agates, and in one of the recent videos he actually did a behind the scenes video where he went down to the locations where they're sourcing them and shows you the whole process that they're going through. And believe me, it's amazing the amount of agates and variety and technicalities that have to be dealt with. And like I say, he works with other companies to help them sort their grades on site and all kinds of stuff. So he's got his fingers in the industry and spends a lot of time doing this, basically, seems like. So I was excited to possibly, I responded to the video that he had put out and said I'd love to take part in that, and he accepted me, and so he sent this first shipment out, and he said there was quite a huge response, and even more than he had anticipated. So he said this parcel was going to be smaller than normal. It is a big box of rocks from Germany, and if any of you have shipped rocks around, you know that it's expensive and all that. So it's actually quite a nice sized parcel, Josh, and I appreciate it, and we're going to take a look at it. And like I said, his information and everything will be down below. And these are the first agates that are up for cutting that we're going to do today, and they are Malawi, so down near the southeastern side of Africa, the bottom and eastern area above South Africa, southern Zimbabwe region, I believe. Please check out his website, check out his YouTube channel for sure. That's real fun. If you want to see where these very agates came from, literally there is like a full-length video on his channel that he just put up recently. He also cuts agates on his channel, and they are insane. They are just top of the line and just mind-blowing. So if you're into agates, you're going to like this video, and you're going to like Agate Bay, and you're going to like Josh. He's a really kind person and real genuine in all of my interactions so far. He's just trying to get all these things organized and hopefully get some exposure to different people, to all of you. So that's why I hope that you go check out his channel. The links are below. And yeah, so thank you, Josh. So let's cut this box open, let's get these agates out, let's look at them, and then we'll go out and cut them in the shop and Agates sourced from the southern end of Africa and now shipped to us from Germany here to California on the quest for details. Let's go open this up. Okay, sure. I love the custom tape on the outside. It's got little agates on it. For people who love agates, that's kind of fun. There is the card. I'll give you all this information here. And I'll probably put this information in the description below. And yeah, I just really want to help Josh out because he's doing a cool thing here. Let's see what's inside here. And he also wanted to include that the specimens that we will be getting doesn't necessarily represent your agates from the collection and from the shop. So let's look inside here. Oh. 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 Yeah. That one's almost speaking for itself already. Boom. And then we have no idea what's in here. But look at that. That is just a solid lens of agate. Ooh, there's one little window with a hint. These are Botswali agates. I don't know if I said that already. Each time they will be different. It says Wali. And these are known for their exceptional lines and sometimes pseudomorph inclusions and different colorations in them. They can have different pinks and all kinds of different things going on is what I was reading. So yeah, could be anything inside of there. And having a whole lens like that is just incredible. So thank you, Josh. That is, boom, we're gonna do that. So I guess we're just gonna go to the saw and let's go out to the shop. Let me get the lights turned on and the water going, and yeah, I'll see you there. So look at those insane lines. I just rinsed these off and I was scrubbing them because I was trying to decide if I was going to cut this flatwise or if I was going to cut this long ways, and I wanted some hints. And the smell that hit my nostrils was dust in the rain, and I realized that I was smelling South African dust. And yeah, it was I wish you could smell it. I can smell it now. It's pretty special. That's a pretty special thing. So just think about that when you get agates and stuff from different places. And yeah, and then you realize that you have to decide if you're going to cut this way, this way, this way. And I was looking at things, some of these natural little fractures that it might have in it, and thinking about the whole thing, I think I want to be brave, see if I can push my saw to its limit and cut it the long ways and run in between all that and go for the longest cut. This one, I'm going to do just the face off of it and see how much of this banding I can clean up. This one I have sat, I even called my friend and conferred with her. She's a big agate fan, and yeah, I can see a little window here and I can see that there's some concentrics, but I'm thinking the biggest cut. So that's what I'm going to go for, and that can be a beautiful display piece. So off to the saw. This I have to add too is a really huge agate too. Super exciting. Let's go do this. Very nervous. So let's start with this little one first, and the lines in these are just incredible. I want to try and do a real actual zoom in so that you can see. Now again, Josh wanted me to tell you that these are not necessarily the quality or the exact specimens that you'll be receiving if you buy from Agate Bay. They're just examples that were selected to be shipped out to us so that we could cut them and look and see what was inside and have fun doing that, and then let everybody know that he was out there and that he had all these different types. And so in this one you can see how, let me see if I can zoom way down in here, and the bands have such clarity in between each one, and fun little areas going on. Now this one has fractures that run through it, and I was just trying to take the face off of it, and you can see this piece actually came off and there's a little bit of rust behind it, so it was one of the fractures that was loose enough to have actually acquired some rust over time. But look at the blue of the chalcedony in this agate, and then if you can look down in there and see the fine super banding, it is just super fine and all paralleled. And then look at those points. Up here, the different contrast in the layers. Just wow. And it still has a scent of dust and the rain on it, which is really cool. Can see the little window on the back there. But yeah, that's the most impressive part, is the intensity. The division and intensity of the little lines in it, and then how fine they get in here. I mean, there must be a million. Do you see that down in there? Just layer after layer after layer after layer of super fine. And then when you turn it, it has just a really cool effect because of that, because you're either looking sideways to it or diagonal or straight up and down, and it's just a really beautiful stone. I love the little eyeball here. Okay. Let's go ahead and backlight this a little bit. It kind of has its own magic there. So blue, so black, so gray all at once. Okay. And then this was the big one. And it did not have a bunch of water line inside of it, super heavy. But look at what it did have. It's got rutilation. Look at these crystals going all through it. Very translucent. You can see them diving deep down in and coming through it. And then the layers that are there are very billowy and plumy and beautiful. But look at the rutilation. And then even the middle has faint rutilation in the quartz. But yeah, that is awesome. So that's crystal inside of crystal, you know. Here's a big one shooting through here, and a bunch more, and all through the tip here. And the blue of the chalcedony, and all through that area it's just been penetrated. And I went ahead and cut it long ways because I wanted to go ahead and make this a display piece. For me, I'll be keeping it because obviously this is the only Malawi agate that I have. So I'll polish these some more, and I bet you the faint rutilation inside the quartz will show up more and more. And then you can see it's actually really beautiful. The gray in here, and the blue of the chalcedony, and then the rutilation coming through the whole thing, the match of the two. And I was going a long way so I could avoid these fractures and what could be a fracture here, but you can see the stone didn't end up actually being that fractured. And I love the little plumy edges and how clear the whole thing is overall. Look at that nodule. Right? That is definitely going on my top shelf and getting all polished up. And super fun. I just want to try and catch the last of the details in this. I have no agate with rutilation in it until now. So chalcedony, the quartz fill in the middle, those crystals coming through. There's a lot going on in that little agate, and then we have the super strong example here. So I feel like really cool for a little, you know, I'm gonna polish all those pieces up, get them little wooden props, and then yeah, I will have. So that is the fun of buying agates from different parts of the world, is that you get to see all the different forms and variations. So just right there are two forms and variations just from that one part of the world. Pretty magic, pretty magic. You never know what's inside. That's the other super fun part of it too. And what a chance, look at the size of that nodule, to be able to cut open and find out what nobody has ever seen before with their human eyes or any other eyes until now. I really had no idea what would be on the inside, and you got to share that with me. So, surprise! So that's going to wrap up this little video, and thank you all for sticking around. And yeah, please be sure to go and check out Agate Bay. All the links will be down below for his website and the YouTube channel and anything else that any other links to be connected with him. And he does sell agates, and he's got a lot of agates for sale, and he's very well connected. I definitely recommend that you should go and check out what he's getting up to. And like I said, the YouTube videos are super fun, behind the scenes of everything. Get a good look into the industry, and yeah, so hopefully I'll see you again in the future, and until then, please take care of yourselves, and if you get the chance, take care of each other, and quest on.